Get ready for the biggest wave of the game. It's NOAHMANIA, and the world will never be the same. Wrestling news, drama, it's all here. Tune in now, cause Noah's bringing the crew. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE, Raw, the crew. SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. NOAHMANIA is the name, and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE, Raw, the crew. SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. NOAHMANIA is the name, and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. Podcast, YouTube, where the stories unfold. He's got the content and it's pure gold. From the square circle to the red carpet bright, NOAHMANIA's rising and he's taking flight. A sexy encyclopedia, he's the king of internet media. NOAHMANIA's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling drama, all the world's trends. Tune in now, cause the fun never ends. NOAHMANIA's got the vision, the heat of fire, climbing higher and higher, he's your empire. The biggest YouTuber, watch him ignite. It's NOAHMANIA, turning up the light. He's dropping the truth, no holding back. Every wrestling move and every hot track. From the backstage gossip to the latest fight, NOAHMANIA's here to keep it all tight. From SmackDown to Hollywood and the YouTube scene, he's breaking it down like you've never seen. All the drama, the tea, and the viral news, you'll never miss a thing, he's got all the views. From the square circle to the red carpet bright, NOAHMANIA's rising and he's taking flight. He's got the takes that'll never tame. When it comes to news, he's the king of the game.
How's it going, everyone?
NOAHMANIA's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube, and he's on a roll. Wrestling drama, all the world.
Welcome to the show, everyone. YouTube.com/NOAHMANIA. It's the NOAHMANIA experience. I gotta bump it.
From the ring to the dream.
Worst song ever, but also a banger, all at the same time. Just saying.
That's Noah standing tall. NOAHMANIA's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling drama, all the world's trends. Tune in now, cause the fun never ends. NOAHMANIA's
What's up, live chat?
The heat, the fire, climbing higher and higher. He's your empire, the biggest YouTuber watching.
Okay, fuck that. Fuck that! Welcome to the show, everyone. How do I sound? Let me know in the live chat. We are live on youtube.com/NOAHMANIA. What the fuck is going on in this world? God damn it. You got members of the freaking cast of the Karate Kid biting each other at fucking autograph signings. Trump got us involved in a fucking holy war. What else? Vince McMahon's still a creep. Big shocker there. We got Night of Champions coming up this weekend on the Peacock. So I'm going to run through that today. Because why not? Why the hell not? I've been talking to Eric Barnes on Facebook Messenger. I've been trying to get that guy to start streaming with me. But he's old and lame now. You're old and lame, Barnes. But I still fucking love you. What's been going on? I haven't been around in a few weeks. I've been so incredibly busy. I really don't have time to do this, but I love it so much. It's an obsession. What have I been up to? My kid turned 15 years young. He's taller than I am now. Threw a little birthday party for him at the house, a little pool party. Cooked some burgers for 6 teenagers. Watched them absolutely just beat the shit out of each other in a swimming pool. for a couple hours. And you know, I am proud of my barbecuing skills. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Working my ass off. Trying to hang out with Mike. Mike lives in one of my houses that I own. But I'm so freaking busy, I hardly ever see the guy anymore. I just got to start making more time for this. And there's so much stuff that I've planned. I have something big planned. I've talked to you guys about this a little bit. I have something really big planned, like massive. And I think it's going to be something special on the internet. More original internet media content for me. It's going to be very special. And I'm hoping it blows up. And if it does blow up, it will have blown up before you even realized it was me behind it. That's what's funny about it. Nobody will ever know until I choose to tell them. Just saying. Just saying. All right. What's new? Let's talk about what's been going on. So, Donald Trump is the biggest fucking hypocrite in politics and in life. He's just like his fellow right-wing, just narcissistic morons. How many times did he tweet out bullshit about Obama starting a war with Iran? Claiming that Obama would be the one to bomb Iran to get reelected? Well, look at the situation now. Donald Trump bombed Iran, superficially wounded some of their uranium enrichment sites. Of course, that douchebag Pete Hegseth says it was completely obliterated along with Trump. I don't know. I'm just sensing a lot more. I mean, both sides are fucking liars. Let's be real here. Both sides lie through their teeth. Hypocrites do what they have to do to get elected and get their special interest money. But it seems like most of the hypocrisy is coming from the right side of the aisle. And this is a great example of that. So yes, Trump got us involved in a holy war. I'm not going to pretend to say that or pretend to act like I'm an expert on any of this shit, because I'm not. My limited bit of knowledge on the situation is that there is some tension between Iran and Israel. Partly because, Iran supports Hamas. And Palestine and Israel, Hamas, they don't get along too well. And so Trump has taken the side of Israel and attacked Iran, sending in those stealth bombers, attacking 3 uranium enrichment sites. Not weapons grade uranium, though. It's just uranium. And apparently now there's a ceasefire, but who knows how long that will last. Wasn't there supposed to be a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine also? How did that work out? You orange piece of shit. How did that work out? It didn't work out. So, by the way, I just want to point out that I am not anti-Israel, not even in the slightest anti-Israel, in the sense of I have many Jewish friends, including one of my closest friends in the world, I consider him a brother. Mike is a Jewish man, and you know, love him like a brother. It's the politics I don't agree with, and killing each other I don't agree with. Let's just stop killing each other. That's a good start. Why don't we stop blowing each other up and cutting each other's heads off? If we could just stop doing that, that would be great. And, you know, that would be a step in the right direction. And if I may quote Jim Cornette, it's all holy war stuff. My God's dick is bigger than your God's. 9 times out of 10, that's what it boils down to over there. Let's just stop killing each other. There's plenty of oil over there. The land is all but worthless. It's a freaking barren desert wasteland. Why? What's the point? Just stop killing each other. Stop blowing each other up. That'd be really, really nice. Just saying. What's up, Matt? We got Matt Helms in the chat. What's up, Matt? How's the weather over in Las Vegas? It's gotta be warm. It's 100 degrees out here right now. It's gotta be warm. And all this drama in the Middle East couldn't have come at a worse time for WWE. Night of Champions is this weekend in Saudi Arabia. To give my predictions, my preview, my thoughts, my opinions on that event here shortly. The hell? What the hell? Okay, there we go. Cool. It's been a minute since I've done this. You know, I'll admit to you guys, it's very hard to stay motivated when you're streaming for 2 people. I've had to start over from scratch. I haven't been consistent enough to really lay a foundation for this. I just got to get more consistent. That's typically the formula. And I just got to stop being terrible. You got to be good at this. I don't think I'm very good at this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it couldn't have come at a worse time, all that conflict over there. Night of Champions this weekend in Saudi Arabia. There were flight restrictions for a minute. I think WWE, like some of their charter planes got stuck. They couldn't make it all the way to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is right in the backyard of everything that's going on. I don't think Saudi Arabia would it be in any imminent danger, though. Mohammed bin Salman, his cronies in WWE, he's got them under lock and key. And you know what bin Salman's security doesn't do? CM Punk will just pie face you if you approach him. So they're not worried. Did you guys see CM Punk pie face that little kid? That was hilarious. Some people are on the internet are saying it was a security guard, but you can clearly see Pepsi Phil's arm going up. Let me see if I can find that video clip real quick. I was very amused by that. Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's see if I can get this on here. There it is. Apologies in advance. This probably is going to look like shit. I'm not going to do any audio because the audio doesn't matter. Here, check this out. So here's a clip. Look at this. This kid just goes in, like, just wants a selfie. And look at Phil. Just like, look at that one more time. There's Randy Orton right there. Randy Orton should have turned around and been like, hey, don't be a dick. You're a guest of this country. I mean, for a guy that's talked so much shit about Saudi Arabia and WWE's partnership with them, you'd think Phil would be on his best fucking behavior over there, but he's not. First thing he does when he gets there is he just shoves the kid out of the way. You know, I'm a fan of, here's my thoughts on CM Punk. I've always been a fan of his promo work. His in-ring work's good. He's a polarizing figure in the wrestling and entertainment industry. You love him or hate him. He has no problem telling his employer to go fuck themselves, like almost a real-life version of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Not quite as successful, though. Other than that, CM Punk is very disreputable human being in a few different areas. Firstly, he has really thin skin for a professional wrestler. Really fucking thin skin. You can hurt his feelings very easily, and he'll fly off into a rage. You can offend him very easily. Just look at the Hornswoggle thing. Dylan and Phil were close friends, rode together. Hornswoggle got introduced to a friend of CM Punk, and they became mutual friends. And he had his phone number, but he lost it. So he said, hey Phil, can I get that number again? And of course, his mind immediately goes to, this little shit's trying to ride on my coattails, so I'm going to cut him off. He uses Colt Cabana's podcast to get his story out after the first WWE falling out happens. And of course, Colt Cabana ends up in the crosshairs of it. He was the one that enabled this platform for CM Punk. He gets sued by the doctor, the good doctor. And then CM Punk is offended because, you know, Colt Cabana's like, I don't have the resources to do this. I want to settle. And CM Punk allegedly offered to pay some of his legal bills, but didn't come through on that. So yeah, there's just things that just make him. And look, as far as AEW goes, I side with Punk on this one. Tony Khan dropped the fucking ball big time. But CM Punk's no angel. That's my point in all this. He's no angel. He's not some amazing human being like everyone makes him out to be. He ain't John Cena. Definitely ain't John Cena. Tells fans they can't shake his hand at a fucking autograph signing. Paid $100 to meet him. Or lets fans talk to him at these signings. At least pretend like you give a crap. At least pretend. And I do have some beef with CM Punk myself. Which hurts my feelings because I own CM Punk merchandise and I'm a fan of his. But he blocked me on Twitter years ago. Yeah, I posted a video complimenting him and he fucking blocked me. Douchebag. But I give credit where credit is due. So although CM Punk is no angel and I have criticisms of him, I still recognize that he is has charisma, more charisma in the tip of his pinky finger than I ever will. So I'll give him that. But that was pretty fucked up. That little kid big leagued him like that. 98 degrees in Las Vegas. Way cool. I'm drinking a Baja Blast right now. It's sold in cans now, apparently, which is a little shocking to me. I never drink that crap, but I just need some sugar. Need some sugar. What else is going on? All right, so Triple H tweeted out a photo, or X'd out a photo. What is it now? Is it tweet? Or is it you're Xing something? He made a post on X. Leave it to fucking Elon Musk to completely ruin a term that we all used for years. We can't say we tweet anyone anymore because of that douchebag. Although the beef with Trump has been hilarious, I must say. Triple H tweeted out a photo of himself exiting the airplane, the private jet. They landed in Saudi Arabia. So there was at one point U.S. jets scrambling over Saudi Arabia. So there was a lot of confusion and talk as to whether or not the show would actually even happen. But fortunately, it seems like they got it figured out. But yeah, I've always been against the stupid Saudi Arabia partnership. I failed to see, well, I know what it is. It's all about money, and they're making a killing over there. The Crown Prince is subsidizing these shows personally, and they're making a ton of money. But what's really going to be interesting to me is if TKO ends up divesting from WWE. There's been a lot of rumors of that over the last few weeks. Vince McMahon, if he comes out of the woodwork and tries to buy back his old company, well, he can't afford it on his own. You need partners. You need to form a consortium of capital investors. And who better than the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. Is it Salman or Salmon? That was a Seinfeld reference for those of you that are over the age of 25. But, you know, these shows, I've never really seen the value in them. I mean, there's been some interesting things that have happened at these Saudi shows, like the DX versus Brothers of Destruction match. You know, that was a 5-star Meltzer classic. One for the record books, one of the greatest catch-as-can wrestling performances of all time. Brothers of Destruction versus DX in Saudi Arabia. Let's also not forget the greatest Royal Rumble ever. Greatest wrestling show ever, you know? You got to see that running, flying leap under the ring by accident. So, there you go. There's been some solid gold coming out of Saudi Arabia. I mean, I'll watch it, of course. It's free. It's on Peacock. By the way, if they ever go back to the old pay-per-view model, which is rumored to happen, or they do what UFC does on ESPN Plus, where you pay the subscription to ESPN Plus, which is what, $10-15 a month. Then on top of that, you got to pay another $70 to buy UFC. If WWE tries to get cute and does something like that, I would not. You wouldn't get a dime out of me. I've already quit attending these shows because I'm morally opposed to paying fucking $400 for a basic lower bowl ticket to a Monday Night Raw. The kind of seat that shouldn't cost more than $50. And the shows aren't even that great. It's wild to me how bad the shows are. But yeah, no, I ain't buying it on pay-per-view. Screw that. I might still watch it, but I ain't gonna buy it on pay-per-view. I say the same thing about UFC. I might still watch it, but I ain't buying it on pay-per-view. Excuse me 1 second while I hide my shame. Shame on you, Noah. Woohoo! All right. Let's get some news, shall we? So one of the most polarizing figures, all good stuff ever since the Worlds Collide event, has been Mr. Iguana. He has gone freaking viral. Him and that damn puppet of his. I'm telling you, that's merchandising gold right there. They post that puppet on WWE Shop. Good Lord, he is going to make a fortune, even if they never put out a t-shirt for him ever, which they already have. All they got to do is sell those Mr. Iguana puppets. That's it. He's going to, I'm calling it right now. Mr. Iguana, those damn hand puppets are going to be your retirement pension. I don't know enough about him other than what we saw at Worlds Collide. He's a pretty damn good wrestler. He's got a real interesting character. Him and Penta are my favorite luchador-style wrestlers in the business right now, in the mainstream WWE. Just talking about mainstream. So, he was interviewed, Mr. Iguana. He was asked when fans can expect to see him on WWE television again. Iguana said he's currently focused on his work with AAA. He's still got responsibilities over there, south of the border. He mentioned that he's still working for AAA and they have several big events coming up, including Triple Mania in August, Verano de Escandalo, and Hall of TV tapings. So the new partnership forming between WWE and AAA said things are getting very interesting with all the crossover matches. Why is he acting like it's not the same company? WWE could very well say, hey, be in Oklahoma on fucking Friday. We're putting you on SmackDown. And he would have to go. They own the company. But I guess it's kind of cool that they're treating it like they're separate entities. I'm sending Eric a message. I've missed the guy. All the hearts to E-Bar. He's a good dude. Him and Mike. I really wish I could bring back the Scoop. I actually thought of a really cool concept to bring back the Scoop, and then I'll get back to Mr. Iguana in a second. I had been talking to Mike and Eric, and I said, look, if we bring back the Scoop, I want to do it different this time. I want it to be Mike and Eric, and then I produce the show. I'm the producer, and maybe once in a while I'll say something, but it's primarily Mike and Eric's show. Like, that's what I wanted to do with a comeback of the Scoop, but it's just getting their schedules lined up, and my schedule has been impossible. But if I ever can, That's always what I've wanted to do, was hand it over to Mike and Eric to do something different with. And then my place to shine would be like the NOAHMANIA experience. So it's always, so fucking spam Mike and Eric and tell them that you want the scoop back. Because that's what I want to do. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, fuck yeah, Mr. Iguana. Get to WWE already. Way cool. So, who else is getting annoyed with all this talk about these women in professional wrestling either currently under contract or were once under contract? What's the deal with all the OnlyFans bullshit? What's up with that? So Naomi's obviously trolling people about a potential OnlyFans account. And I fucking hope that she is, because no, I don't want to, like, I was just about to say, like, who wants to see Naomi in various states of undress? But then again, we're talking about WWE fans here. Like, if fucking the Fabulous Moolah or Mae Young were still alive, and or let's say more likely Mae Young, because Mae Young was fucking crazy like that, especially into her like extremely extremely octogenarian years of her life. She just went nuts. So if Mae Young were around right now, and she was like, she would have to be about 100 years old if she were still alive right now. But if she were, I would fucking hope that she would start an OnlyFans. And I would have to tell Mary, I'd be like, look, of course nobody wants to see Mae Young naked, but if she's charging $5.99 a month for that, I'm going to fucking send her the money, because that's entertainment right there. That would be entertaining. But as far as Naomi, like, I was just about to say, who wants to see that? But we're wrestling fans we're talking about here. Wrestling fans. She'd probably make a killing. But anyway, she posted that it wouldn't be bikini clips or pictures or anything like that. She actually is trolling the fans, saying, actually, my content would consist of me dipping my toes in bubbling hot melted Velveeta cheese, eating barbed wire, bugs, and maybe showing how to pull off a heist. You know, again, we're talking about wrestling fans here. If she were to say, look, I'm Naomi, I'm starting an OnlyFans, and it is nothing but me dipping my toes in bubbling Velveeta cheese and posting videos and pictures of it, there would be people that would pay $20 a month to see that. She would make some cash, and that just goes to show how fucking disgusting you all are. You're all sick. Hey, what if Randy Orton started OnlyFans and he posted pictures of him dipping his toes into melted Velveeta cheese? Actually, I know for a fact that people would subscribe to that. In fact, let me see, is Mary gonna answer her phone? I'm gonna ask her if she'd subscribe to that. Let's see. Mary?
Yes?
Hey, you're live on the air right now.
Why?
Baby, I got one question for you.
Oh my God.
If Randy Orton, your favorite professional wrestler of all time, started an OnlyFans account, and the content was Randy Orton posting pictures and videos of him dipping his toes and feet into bubbling hot melted Velveeta cheese, would you subscribe to it?
No, absolutely did you even hear that?
You wouldn't pay $5.99 a month for that?
Velveeta cheese?
Bubbling, melting, hot Velveeta cheese.
No. Absolutely not.
All right, well.
I do not want to see anybody dip any of their toes or anything into Velveeta cheese.
What if it was a more
into that.
What if it was a more premium cheese?
Like what kind of cheese?
Like you took I
wouldn't want to watch.
What if you took a loaf of a baby loaf of Tillamook medium cheddar and just melted it down in a crock pot? Added a little bit of oregano to it.
Fondue cheese?
Nah.
No, I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
All right. Just checking. Okay. Love you. Mwah. Well, there you have it. We now know the answer to whether or not Mary wants to see Randy Orton dip his feet and his toes in bubbling hot melted Velveeta cheese. We now know the answer to that. What's up, Matt? Well, not Matt. Mohammed. I hope you are doing well as your Thursday, and same with everyone else. Awesome. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. But yeah, what's the deal with the OnlyFans shit? And I know RVD, they were going to start onlywrestlers.com, like an OnlyFans for wrestlers, which is just an excuse for him to monetize more of the porn that he makes with his wife. And now she's pregnant with twins. RVD, you know, keep being you, brother, man. You're fucking awesome. You were cool as shit backstage at TNA all those years ago when I met you. I can't make fun of you, man. I wish you all the best. All the hearts. My friend Eric Van Vliet offered to take RVD out to the back of their car after the show and hotbox it. Some of that California ganja. Unfortunately, he turned it down. What a story that would have been. Mark Henry. Oh, let me get a little sip of my Baja Blast. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mark Henry did an interview with Forbes magazine, and pretty much anyone that's ever worked for Vince McMahon, if you go into like a high profile like media interview, they're going to ask you about Vince McMahon. This was no different. And this is what Mark Henry had to say. Quote, I have no idea, and he's speaking about Vince McMahon's future. I have zero idea, but I'm going to tell you something. If I had $7 billion, I would do whatever I wanted to do, and nothing you or anybody else was going to stop me from doing it. Then he goes on to say, quote, so he could do whatever he wants. He didn't go to prison. The world is very forgiving. Yeah, Vince McMahon's like the ultimate cockroach. You step on him but he just doesn't die. And I don't wish death upon him. A lot of people do, but I don't. I do think the motherfucker needs to retire, though. He just needs to retire. I did like the story I read suggesting that if Vince were to buy back WWE, he would immediately hand it down to Shane. As a fuck you to Stephanie and Triple H. I think that is even less likely than Vince buying back the company. I think it would immediately go back to the way it was, and he would literally stay there making everyone's lives miserable till the day he dies. Genuinely believe that. But yeah, I've also heard all the stories about what Vince might be doing, companies he might be creating with his little investment group. Is he going to get involved in wrestling? The whole bare knuckle fighting thing that fell through, allegedly. That's a dude. You actually made a bid to buy out bare knuckle fighting championship, but you thought UFC was too barbaric to buy all those years ago. Yeah, good Lord. But then again, who knows? Had he bought UFC, there's a chance that it could have just crashed and burned. Who knows? Vince McMahon does not have a good track record with companies whose names are not World Wrestling Entertainment. He's not had good luck. World Bodybuilding Federation. Ico Pro. Who remembers Ico Pro? XFL. XFL 2020. Even some WWE shit has been flops. Look at WWF New York. WWF New York. He does not have good luck in outside ventures. Speaking of something kind of funny, I'm trailing all over the place. You'll have to forgive me. And everyone roasted him in the comments. It was fucking great. Everyone roasted him in the comments. And he had to like shut off people commenting on the post because he's embarrassed. I pointed out in the comments, I'm like, brother, you're gonna lose your ass. With the enormous wealth and resources of WWE, they got the old Paramount Theater in the heart of Times Square and started what you would think would be the ultimate wrestling fans tourist trap. Gotta go their place. This was Nitro Grill times 10. You had a restaurant. You had a fucking nightclub. You had an arcade. You had wrestling on. Oh, it was cool. It crashed and burned. This ain't gonna work. How many people visiting New York City are gonna go down up by Madison Square Garden and say, oh, there's Hulk Hogan's new restaurant. Let's go eat there. Let's go get a $35 Applebee's quality cheeseburger. Let's go do that. Nom, 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 nom. Let's go eat a $35 Applebee's cheeseburger across from Madison Square Garden because Hulk Hogan's name is on the marquee. Nom, 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 nom. Actually, I know you motherfuckers would. Oh, man. Professional wrestling really takes advantage of stupid people. Of less intellect. Autograph Fanatics Fest. Premium ringside seats that cost a down payment on a fucking house. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know anymore. That story earlier where I was talking about the CM Punk shoving that kid. Matt Riddle had an opinion on it. What was it he said? I'm looking for the. Oh, he just retweeted it and just said, But I guess in the past, he's said about CM Punk, that's why they're using more homegrown talent. They had that issue with CM Punk, and that went belly up for them. Belly up and cost some fans money and everything else. They're still rebuilding. I guess that was a really old tweet. And he also said, I'm not a big fan of that guy either. That guy sucks at fighting, and he is a bitch to work with in the back. Yeah, I don't know. Matt Riddle's not the most reputable human being himself, Just saying. One other little interesting piece of news. There's already talk that WWE might be moving their headquarters again, this time to Las Vegas, after their lease at their new Stamford office building ends. So, of course, Titan Tower just got sold. WWE moved out of there into a fancy new office building. But what many people forget is the new office building was a Vince McMahon creation. This was all Vince McMahon's doing. And he designed the gym by hand there. Everything was Vince McMahon. And that's why it was kept in Stamford, Connecticut. Well, they signed the leases. The building was pretty much fully done by the time the whole TKO thing went down. So it's not like they could just up and move the company to Las Vegas. I mean, they could, but it would cost them a shit ton of money. So makes sense. Have it all in Vegas, and TKO's main offices are actually in Los Angeles. Over off of La Cienega, I think. So having the TKO headquarters in LA, much closer proximity to Vegas than it is fucking Stamford, Connecticut. And it's not like Stamford's a big entertainment hub as it is. I mean, the only other main claim to Hollywood fame that I can think of that came out of Stamford was Jerry Springer. But other than that, like, you would think WWE would have been in New York City. But Stamford, Vince's hometown. So, well, his rich hometown. His actual hometown, Pinehurst, North Carolina. How's you doing? My name is Vinnie Lupton. My stepdaddy beat me with a lead pipe in the single wide. I hate the world. My name is Vinnie Lupton. I'm going to be the king of wrestling. When my real daddy finally comes back from the store. Vinnie Lupton. I'm kind of a dick. Tonight. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. Okay, why don't we talk about Night of Champions? All right, let me pull up that card and we'll go through it. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this show. I've been really, really digging the John Cena, CM Punk storyline and Seth Rollins. I've been enjoying the product lately. I'm also really excited SmackDown's going back to 2 hours. Very exciting. All right, let's run through the card. Sound good? Okay, let's start with the singles match. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Something's gonna happen. I sense a Sami Zayn heel turn and aligning with Karrion Kross. I think something like that's going to happen. That's my pick. All right, up next, street fight. Women's street fight. Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley. I'm really looking forward to this match. Rhea and Raquel, two just badass women, could fucking break a dude's neck and shit down their throat. I don't know. I'm going with Rhea Ripley on this one. Rhea over Raquel. Just call the feeling. All right, we got the United States Championship. It will be Jacob Fatu defending against Solo Sikoa. Mike and I have been saying for months now that Jacob Fatu had a monster babyface run ahead of him. He's just a cool dude. Sacramento native. Just cool dude. Just badass, but just cool. So he's defending against Solo Sikoa, who I don't know what it is about Solo. Just, it's getting boring. Just the straight, just suit, constipated look on his face. It's becoming not the good kind of heat anymore. This is like Grayson Waller effect level heat. That should tell you something. I feel like Solo needs the championship more than Jacob Fatu does right now. I think Jacob needs to continue feuding with his former brothers, but he needs to be chasing the title as a babyface. Keep the title on him long term, it'll get dull and stale. That's my pick. All right. Up next, let's do the Queen of the Ring tournament final. I can't wait for this match. Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Oh man, it is so cool to see Asuka getting some kind of featured match push. Very excited to see this. In terms of who is going to win the Queen of the Ring tournament, I think you would be a complete imbecile to bet on anyone other than Jade Cargill. As awesome as Asuka still is, she can still go. She still has gas left in the tank at her age. They need to make this investment in Jade Cargill to continue to get her over. Asuka, her role in this match is basically Natalya level. Asuka is to get Jade Cargill over, and she is incredibly, immensely talented and can do that and can deliver that and do it in a way where Jade Cargill won't get herself hurt. It's most important. All right. Up next, let's go our undisputed WWE Championship match. CM Punk going up against Cena. Undisputed WWE Championship. This one, obviously CM Punk ain't going over John Cena this Saturday. That ain't happening. But how they do it, I don't know. I mean, perhaps there might be some Paul Heyman involvement. Maybe the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia just threw a bunch of money at Dwayne and run in. That's probably not going to happen. I don't know. This one is way close to call. John Cena over CM Punk. How it happens, we'll have to wait and see. All right, King of the Ring final match. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. It will be Cody Rhodes over Randy Orton. Obviously, Cody Rhodes was going to get a rematch for his championship at SummerSlam after losing it in the manner that he did. Yeah. Okay. I think this will probably be one of the better. Like I was dogging on the Saudi Arabia shows earlier. I genuinely think this will actually be one of the better shows. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Now, will I be doing a watch along? So we did a few watch alongs, Mike and I, some premium live events, and it got over pretty well. They were somewhat enjoyable. My only problem with those is it just adds another layer and level of stress on top of me doing everything else I do on those days. And I really don't find myself able to enjoy the shows. So that's why for the last one, or maybe even the last two, I didn't do watch alongs. So I don't know if I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. So we'll just have to wait and see. What the hell? I'm trying to find. There we are. That's what I was looking for. Get rid of that. All right. Well, I think that about does it for today. Let me tee it up here. There we go. I will definitely have a recap show. Video of some type after Night Champions. Give my thoughts on the show. That'll happen. So, hey, be sure to follow my official social media channels. Facebook.com/Real NOAHMANIA. X.com/Real NOAHMANIA. That's how you find me. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate it. If I can get another show in sometime over the next 5 days, I will be much more confident in saying, okay, we got a schedule. But just shit keeps coming up. So I'm doing the best I can. All right, guys. I'm your good buddy, NOAHMANIA. I'm out of here. Actually, let's get some good song. Let's get some good music on. Let's get some good music on. There we go. All right, guys, I'm out.
From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE, Raw, the crew. SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. NOAHMANIA is the name. and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. From the ring to the screen, he's got the scoop. Breaking down WWE, Raw, the crew, SmackDown, AEW, the top spots to be. NOAHMANIA is the name and the future you'll see. Hollywood buzz and the drama that's real. Noah's on fire and you'll feel the appeal. Podcast YouTube where the stories unfold. He's got the content and it's pure gold. From the square circle to the red carpet bright, NOAHMANIA's rising and he's taking flight. A sexy encyclopedia, he's the king of internet media. NOAHMANIA's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling drama, all the world's trends. Tune in now, cause the fun never ends. NOAHMANIA's got the vision, the heat of fire, climbing higher and higher, he's your empire. The biggest YouTuber watching at night, it's NOAHMANIA, turning up the light. He's dropping the truth, no holding back, every wrestling move and every hot track. From the backstage gossip to the latest fight, NOAHMANIA's here to keep it all tight. From SmackDown to Hollywood and the YouTube scene, he's breaking it down like you've never seen. All the drama, the tea, and the viral news, you'll never miss a thing, he's got all the views. From the square circle to the red carpet bright, NOAHMANIA's rising and he's taking flight. He's got the takes that'll never tame. When it comes to news, he's the king of the game. NOAHMANIA's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling drama, all the world's trends. Tune in now, cause the fun never ends. NOAHMANIA's got the vision, the heat, the fire, climbing higher and higher, he's your empire. The biggest YouTuber watching at night, it's NOAHMANIA, turning up the light. From the mat to the screen, from the ring to the dream, NOAHMANIA's got the world on the edge of their seats. Wrestling drama, entertainment, he's bringing it all. And the biggest YouTuber, yeah, that's Noah standing tall. NOAHMANIA's on the rise, watch him take control. The biggest name on YouTube and he's on a roll. Wrestling drama, all the world's trends. Tune in now, cause the fun never ends. NOAHMANIA's on the vision, the heat, the fire, climbing higher and higher, he's your empire. The biggest YouTuber, watch him at night, it's NOAHMANIA, turning up the lights. Get ready, NOAHMANIA is taking over. Stay tuned, stay hyped, cause this is just the start.